legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They face second down and 7.
Set, cut.
Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
On the set. Ready, ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Patrick motioning here. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to pick up a first down. Nice run to the 18-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Hey, Shell. Hold on. Check.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. The Lions called their first timeout.
Value 3, value 3.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down. From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. He's going to have the first down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Williams in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. That one good for 29.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big gain.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
12.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the football at their own 40.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, set, go.
To throw is Love. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep them short of the first down.
Okay, break.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll go for it. Love. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Lions. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Tiger, Tiger. Goes it on.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion.
Carlos,
Goff to throw. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick six, but add on a 2-point conversion. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
we go tonight. Super 1, Super 1. Super 66. Set.
From the gun, it's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Hold on. Now you want. What's up?
One more time for Montgomery. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Shell.
The Lions called their first timeout. It is 3rd and 10.
Ric Flair. Turbo.
Here's Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Super one. DC.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion.
Maverick Wolf. Value three. Always orange. What?
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Here we go. Maverick Wolf. Cut.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal.
DC. Hey, kill. Dula. Cut.
Here's Gibbs. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Now Goff. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Hut.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
Now Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. He'll get this close to the first down marker, taken down just shy at the 38.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They move Laporta, sending him in motion.
Four now. 11. 11. Turbo's up.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he's in. Game.